Hey guys, it's David here, and I'm bringing you another episode of Ask David, the series where you ask me questions on Twitter or Facebook, and I answer them. So without further ado, let us get to some questions. So first I'm going to go to the questions on my Facebook fan page, which if you have not liked, you should right now. Pause this video, go, the link is in the little down bar. I interact with you guys in a different way on there than any of my other social media. I like posting YouTube videos on there and fangirling about them. So please join the conversation and like the page. Okay, done with self-promotion, on to questions. Lucian Xiao, however you say that, asked me, would you dance to Britney's Give Me More? I would, but see, Britney already killed it in 2007, and I would be shown up by that performance. Frankie Long asked me, can you please tell me more about your Jewish heritage? I am Jewish. Some of you know this. I mean, my last name is pretty damn Jewish. And I don't know, I was raised Jewish, I went to temple, I had a bar mitzvah, and then after my bar mitzvah, I sort of fizzled out of going to regular services. I remember there was one time where I literally sat in my mom's car and I would not get out when I got to Hebrew school because I thought it was so boring. I do remember though that she would give me money to buy snacks at the snack bar. I probably spent like $20 on like gummies and Pepsi and chips and stuff just to make it through my Hebrew school class. So that says something about young David. Neil McNeil asked me, why are you perfect? Well, Neil, this one time I stared into the heart of the TARDIS and I saw the time vortex, and I've never been the same ever since. Now we're going to go to Twitter. Yay, Twitter! Marco on Twitter asked me, what's your favorite iPhone app? Grindr, duh. Just kidding. I have actually been getting into Snapchat pretty late, I will say, but like the past 2 months I've been just like feeling that Snapchat vibe, yo. It's super funny, and I always kind of trivialized it because I was like, what is it? It's just texting with pictures, but it's so much more. If you don't Snapchat, you must. Adele Alexander asked me, do you want kids? If I were to decide right now, I would say no. I think that I am a little bit too involved in me and figuring out my stuff to have kids, but that's my point of view as a 19-year-old, so like clearly I'm gonna be in that mindset. I don't know how I'm gonna think in the future. The idea, to be completely honest, stresses me out more than anything in the world, just because that much responsibility and being responsible for a human life and the fear of screwing that up and the time it requires and financial and blah blah blah, it's just like, oh my god, I can't comprehend it. But who knows, in 10 years, maybe I'll feel completely differently. Chances are I probably will. I'm definitely not someone who's like dying to have children right now and needs to find a man so that I can, you know, shack up and have a family. Like, that's, my priorities are different right now than that. So I guess that's my answer. Andre Sylvia asked me, how was Judas Iscariot? Did you enjoy the whole experience? Are you going to keep that hair color? Yes, I have to keep the color because it's permanent. I don't hate it that much. I'm kind of cringing at what your comments are going to be. It'll grow out in 2 months and I can cut it and it's no big deal. But more importantly, my acting. Let's stop talking about the hair. Judas was a great experience. It turned out to be really wonderful. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of text to wrap my head around. The show ended up being 3.5 hours, so it was definitely a test of endurance. But once we got an audience in there and I was feeding off their energy and they were responding, it went by actually pretty quickly. The comparison between how I felt during runs, just like trudging along through the play, versus in performances when it would just snap by, it was completely polar opposite. And I was so pleasantly surprised with the response. It's funny because now I just want to like be relieved and take a deep breath and chill out, but we're going right into Shakespeare's, so it's just more acting because this year never ceases. And that's all for questions. So I hope that you enjoyed learning more about me. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you as always for your questions. I'm sorry if I didn't get to yours, but maybe next time I will. So ask next time. I enjoy doing these, so I'm glad that you guys keep wanting more of them. And other than that, I will see you guys very soon. Okay, bye! Vinny on Twitter asked me, wouldn't you like to have long hair? I actually have had long hair before. In like 7th and 8th grade, beginning of 8th grade, I had hair down to my shoulders. Literally, I was able to put it in a ponytail, and you will not be seeing pictures.